on to you, Taurus, out here? So for today, we're just going with the plain Jane, going with the plain bust down. So look, you have the Hermit, the Two of Cups, and then you have the Wheel of Fortune. The plain Jane, right? Plain Jane Tarot deck. That's not the actual name of it. That's just me giving it a name. So for you, Taurus, right? There's definitely a sense of you, Taurus, just feeling, like I said before, to kind of piggyback off of what I was saying. The last Taurus reading, just being aware of just being aware of people who are not really meant to be taken seriously, because there's a lot of that out here, and essentially not feeling discouraged. Okay, but at the same time, there's definitely a sense of you, Taurus, needing to actually feel like you have some space. The best way for you to do that is to just date whenever it is that you want to. You know what I mean? Don't always so stress yourself out so much to the point where you have to date every single day, or try to see what's going on with another person and try to get at another person. Just see what type of time it is. You know, you don't always have to look for someone every single day, 7 days a week, of course, right? So just relax some days, enjoy yourself, just like with anything else. Take like a day off, 2 days off, you know what I mean? Chill out. Enjoy yourself, live your life. The Four of Swords and the Three of Wands. And like it is that I was talking about, don't over worry about it. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the Four of Swords represents, sometimes you feel like you want to just quit, and don't. I mean, if you want to, obviously y'all are adults, y'all are going to do whatever y'all want. But I wouldn't suggest it that you quit if that's not something that you legitimately want to do. Now, if you legitimately want to do that, all right, now by all means, right? But if you know that you don't want to quit, you don't have to. You know, once again, like it is that I said before, right? Four of Swords, Three of Wands. You do not have to date in your area. You can travel. You can go, as long as you know the conditions are met. You can travel wherever it is that you want to go. So it's not a matter of you just like, you know, only dating in whatever hometown, right? You know, the emergency room nurse that I was talking to at one point is from New Jersey. I'm from New York. Like, that's a whole other state. You know, I did travel to Connecticut to check out somebody or whatnot. That's a whole other state. Connecticut is not New York. That's two different states. So I did travel, right? And what I mean by that is you, Taurus, should do the same thing too. You should try your hand in other states to see if that essentially works for you. Because sometimes, you know what I'm saying, sometimes it's a matter of the neighborhood that you in really don't rock with you because you're too good for them. And they know that. So they know that you're too good, right? And that could be it, right? And they're just pulling a bunch of stupidity. They're just pulling a bunch of nonsense. So it doesn't necessarily mean for you to essentially just give up. It just means that you have to, you know, put in work. See what type of time it is in other states. See what's going on in other states. But the Three of Wands represents you are keeping your heads up, though. You are being, you know, very much so charitable. You know, it's just that sometimes you feel like you want to quit. But the Three of Wands represents you're still in good spirits, though. You still have, you know, a sense of peace or joy, right? It's not to say that, you know, your internal joy is completely drained out of you. The Knight of Wands and the Five of Pentacles is about and you have and you can travel. So this is what I mean, right? Then you have the Five of Pentacles. Don't allow anyone to stop you or to convince you that you're not gonna find who and what it is that you want by going to another state. I listened to that myself, and it was complete hogwash. And what I mean when I say that I listened to that myself, I was talking about for a little while, right? Like for me, right? Like I've never really traveled as far as deep south as like Brazil, Peru, Venezuela, you know, even if I may have family in Venezuela or Saint Vincent and stuff like that, or Saint Bolivia. I may have family down there. May. I'm not saying I do. I may, right? There's a chance that I don't. But there is also a chance that I do. But I've never traveled that far down, though. And when, some people basically came back who have traveled that far down to Brazil, to Peru, Colombia, Venezuela, Saint Bolivia, Saint Vincent, those countries and stuff like this, and they said that it was good, you just need to have your head on. I got activated, because for me, I was like, okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Because for me, the furthest down that I've ever been was Trinidad and Tobago, right? My country that I was born in. But at the same time, I needed that okie doke. I needed that, okay, it's good, right? Like, I needed for someone who actually traveled there to be like, yeah, it's good. Obviously you have to watch your back. There's no perfect place, of course not. But if you have street smarts and you know how to move in the States, then you'll be all right. And it was a breeze for me, because the saying goes that if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere, right? And I made it in New York. So the point is that the chariot now represents how. So don't allow people to discourage you from leaving, right? If there's anybody in your life right now, for you, Taurus, that is discouraging you or trying to make it seem like, oh, don't give up, that's just talk, because it comes down to how much it is that you gonna try to speak to different people before it's like they see the experiences. You know what I mean? This is why it is that it's so hard taking some people really seriously, because it's like, people be talking trash. People so much. You can't. It's so hard to listen to the word of wisdom from some people, because they so caught up in the emotionalism and wanting you to feel better. They don't actually, it's not a matter of informing you. It's only about making you feel better. And that making you feel better sometimes doesn't actually do anything. It doesn't solve the problem. And yes, you need your problem solved. Having a problem and not solving the problem is stupid. That's not taken seriously. So yes, the problem needs to be solved by definition. So the Page of Swords and the Devil card right here represents how. So, take what it is I say as a grain of salt. Take what it is that other people say as a grain. Take what it is that other people have said as a grain of salt as well. Don't just, try things out in your local area. Then try to actually travel out. Travel in your local area. Then try to travel in other areas as well. Try to go out of state if you can. If you're in position to actually go out of state, if you want to and you're in position to, then do that. If you want to, that is. See how things are actually out there for a little bit, just to kind of see, house shop, see a couple of houses, as well as see what's going on. Don't just go down there just for the sake of it, right? Actually go there with some purpose. But and you'll see it for yourself how things are shaking in different states. So let's clarify the devil. Right? So to clarify the devil, you have the devil, the Page of Swords, Five of Cups, the Moon, and then you have the King of Pentacles. So these 4 cards, I can't read the same card for the same card. I can, but it's self-explanatory, right? It's just going to come out the same thing. So in other words, those people want to trap you in. They want to get you in a position where you don't actually spread your wings and fly. You don't go anywhere. You just stay right where it is that you are. And that's whack, because the Page of Swords, the Five of Cups right here represents, because once again, how many times are you going to be rejected and have to deal with a bunch of weirdos before you decide to actually try something different, right? I used to talk to a lot of the older people, some who live in my neighborhood. They gave me terrible advice. lot of these people don't have game. A lot of these people was talking to me from, I can't even say it on YouTube, but like they talking to me from a really weak disposition. They're talking to me from a perspective of their significant others done put them up on out of the house. They have no money of their own. The offspring that they have with the person that put them up on out of the house is not lifting a finger to do anything to help. Just they going back to the person that's treating them terribly, that's embarrassing them. People are asking the person who's been put out of their apartment, like, what's going on? My significant other kicked me out of the apartment. Like, just goofy stuff. But these would be the type of people that'll find themselves trying to give me advice and all type of, and it's like, listen, I'm not listening to your goofy behind because I can't take you seriously. So now the moon and the King of Pentacles represents how, so again, when, see what's going on, explore yourself. See what's going on in different states. See what's going on in different cities. Whatever state you live in, see what's going on in different cities. The more metropolitan, the better, because it means that it's easier for you to meet people. See what's going on. See if there's any kind of diamonds in the rough. Don't go to clubs. Clubs are for quick fixes. You know what I mean? Just honestly speaking, just try to meet people out in the street. That's the best thing. Just try to meet people wherever it is that you are. And that should help as well. So that's pretty much it for now. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I'm trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 100K subscribers. I have 14,800 and change. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell. Set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Peace. Have a good one, y'all.